Yo, what's up guys, it's Riven, and in this video I'm ranking the best YouTube Shorts niches right now, and some of these are insanely easy to go viral in, so you can get some ideas, get inspired and actually start your own channel. I personally run channels in multiple of these niches, and this is just my opinion on which niches are performing well right now. Let's get straight into it. First up, we have the Roblox niche. This is a great niche because it pulls a ton of views and at the same time it gives you a lot of flexibility in what you can create. For example, we have this channel right here. He has only posted 5 videos and is already at over 100,000 subscribers, and the videos themselves are actually pretty simple. There are also multiple formats that work. For example, you can create Roblox story or rant style videos where you are telling a story while Roblox game runs in the background. So if you already know Roblox, you can easily start making content around it, and the views in this niche are super good. And yes, there is a lot of competition, but honestly that doesn't really matter, because 99% are posting low effort, low quality content. So if you focus on making high quality videos, you will stand out immediately and outperform most of them. So yeah, I'm putting the Roblox niche in A tier. Moving on, we have the gaming niche. Now, since Roblox is so dominant on YouTube Shorts, I gave it its own category, but gaming in general is still a very solid niche to start in. If we take a look at these videos right here, you can see that content around games like Brawl Stars is still going viral. The same applies to, for example, Clash Royale and even completely different games like CSGO. It really depends on what games are trending right now, but every game has a community that enjoys watching content around it. At the end of the day, if there's a game you already enjoy playing, it makes sense to build content around it. And it really doesn't matter which game. So overall, I would rank the gaming niche in B tier. Now let's talk about the ranking niche. This is probably one of the easiest niches to start because the videos take very little time to make, you don't need any real skills, and they can still go insanely viral. For example, we have this channel right here. Just look at the amount of views this guy is pulling, like a couple 100 million views. So honestly, I don't think there's any niche where it's easier to go viral than this one. The only downside is monetization. You can run into issues where your videos get flagged as unoriginal content, which means you won't get monetized. So you need to make sure you're actually transforming the content. Add commentary, add effects, and bring in your own value. But aside from that, if we are purely talking about going viral, this is easily one of the strongest niches out there. So I'm putting it in S tier. And by the way, if you want to build a channel in any of these niches, check out my community. Inside you get direct access to me. I personally help you and show you exactly what you need to do step by step. Next up, we have the Sora AI videos. You know, these AI generated clips of saving animals or teachers raging. This niche really blew up when it first came out around 6 months ago. And while it's not as crazy as before, it still works. There are still channels pulling a lot of views with this type of content, and especially on TikTok this niche is still performing really well. But you can't just upload the raw videos anymore, you need to add more value, make it more realistic, add commentary, add effects, basically make it stand out. Otherwise it's just not going to perform that well. But overall, this niche can still work, so I would put it in C tier. Now we have these AI fruit videos. They're super easy to make, and yeah, they are pretty much brain rot. The problem is, on YouTube they are not performing at all, but on TikTok they are going viral like crazy. So if you want to make this type of content, I would definitely recommend posting it on TikTok. But since this is a YouTube Shorts ranking, I'm putting it in D tier. Okay, next up we have the commentary niche. This is probably the most evergreen niche on YouTube Shorts, and it's also one of the most scalable long term. When people think of Shorts, they are basically thinking of commentary style videos. And this niche still works, and most likely it always will. The videos aren't hard to make, and it's something you can continuously improve at over time. Of course, you still need to make sure you are transforming the content enough so you can actually monetize it. But overall, this is a very solid niche to start with, so I'm putting it in S tier. And again, if you need help with this, everything you need is linked below. Okay, the next niche I want to mention is the motivational niche. Now this is still a decent pick for YouTube Shorts. There are some really big channels in this niche, like this one right here, posting high quality motivational videos that go super viral. But the thing is, if you are a beginner and don't have much editing experience, you probably won't be able to create videos like that right away. However, you can still make content that performs without needing advanced skills. For example, you can create these emotional, mindset-focused podcast clips where someone says something powerful and you support it with a few clips and simple editing. That format can still work really well on YouTube Shorts. So overall, I would put the motivational niche in C tier. Now next up we have the football niche, so basically football edits. This niche is good if you have the editing skills, because there's a lot of competition, which means your videos actually need to be high quality to stand out. But if you've got the editing skills and you are a football fan who enjoys making this type of content anyway, then it's definitely a really good niche. And once you figure out how to make these edits, you will have learned a valuable skill. The only thing you need to be careful at is copyright. You have to make sure you're not violating anything. But if you handle that properly, it's completely doable. So overall, I would rank the football niche in C tier. Next up, we have the AI niche. This includes all kinds of content where you're using AI to create the videos, and there are a lot of different directions you can go with this. For example, you have probably seen these AI bunker or AI pool videos where something gets built in a fast-paced time-lapse. Those still perform and pull solid views. But that's not the only option. You can also create things like AI versions of TV shows or use face swap tools to change yourself into a famous person. So there's actually a lot of creative freedom in this niche. Of course, you need a basic understanding of how to use AI tools, but it's really not that complicated once you get into it. Overall, this niche is still performing well, and I would rank it in B tier. Now we have the psychology niche. This one is definitely not the best niche for YouTube. But for example, I found this channel right here. They started just a couple of days ago and are already at around 30,000 subscribers, pulling really strong views. And what they are doing is pretty simple. They create these animated psychology style videos using clips and visuals to explain different concepts. So from a production standpoint, it's actually not that hard to make good videos in this niche. That being said, I do think this niche performs much better on TikTok than on YouTube. But if you are genuinely interested in psychology as a topic, it can still be a good niche to get into. For YouTube specifically though, I would put it in D tier. Next up, we have the skull edit niche. This one is very similar to the ranking niche, and when it comes to going viral, it might be even easier. As you can see with these channels right here, they are pulling hundreds of millions of views. So in terms of pure reach, this niche is absolutely insane. But again, there's a big catch, and that is monetization. Just like with the ranking niche, you can run into serious issues getting monetized because the content can be flagged as unoriginal, which means in many cases you won't make money from it. Now, if you do manage to monetize it somehow, this would easily be S tier. But realistically, since the chances of that are pretty low, I'm putting it in C tier. Another niche I want to talk about is the clipping niche. This is where you take streamer clips or clips from other creators and turn them into shorts. And this niche still works, plus it's not that hard to get started. But again, you need to be careful with reused content. If you are just reposting clips, you can run into monetization issues. So you have to make sure you're actually transforming the content, add editing, commentary and your own twist. But some streamers are actually looking for people to clip their content, and they will even pay you for it. So that's another opportunity if you want to get into that. But overall, I would put the clipping niche in C tier. Okay, finally we have the movie niche. This is where you take clips from movies or TV shows and turn them into shorts. You can either explain what is happening in the scene or just use the movie clip itself and enhance it with effects, subtitles or commentary. This niche still works on YouTube Shorts, but once again, you need to be careful with copyright. If you enjoy editing clips from your favorite movie or TV series, this can definitely be a fun niche to get into. So overall, I would rank this one in C tier. Alright, so this is my final ranking. And if you are serious about actually building your own channel and you want proper guidance along the way, you can check out my community. I personally answer your questions and help you out. We also have a bunch of tutorials, case studies, we do live calls where I review your channels, and we have a lot more. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. The link is in the description. Good luck with everyone on their YouTube journey, and remember, you only need one niche to work.
Alright, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com. And do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.